Welcome to ROQ Shop Talk. Our show talks best practices, fun anecdotes, and the latest cutting-edge technology in our field to kick your screen printing gears into hyperdrive. Today's episode features Tales from the Press, scary and fun screen printing stories and ROQ US news. And you're with your ROQ US crew for an internal news Halloween special. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll be right back.
I want to welcome everybody back to ROQ Shop Talk. Today we are discussing Tales from the Press, scary, fun screen printing stories, and a lot of ROQ US news.
Indeed.
I'm ROQ US President Ross Hunter, joined with our fun, creative producer, Mr. Mel Caps.
Yo.
We got
Happy Halloween.
A Giants baseball player, Mr. Brian Richards in the house, ROQ US channel manager, and our designer,
Extraordinaire,
Cristen Sousa.
Oh, yeah.
Who also we'll refer to as Jason.
Oh,
wow. Yeah.
Brandishing
Very scary.
A weapon.
Yeah. She went scary.
Sure did.
Yeah.
I went realism.
Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish we were there.
Oh, me too.
COVID destroyed it. As soon as it's over, we're going to New Orleans.
Yeah. But I did wear my screen printed Halloween shirt. That was a gift. It's a zombie He-Man, Z-Man. Check that out.
I like that.
Right? Thank
Very
you.
cool.
Like straight out of the 70s.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Appreciate
Very
it.
welcome.
Out of my stash, but
So yeah, we're in costume today.
indeed.
Doing a Halloween special-ish. Lots of ROQ US updates.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've done that. So excited to catch everyone up. Got big news coming next week.
Mm-hmm.
Print United is having a digital trade show. So it'll be the first big digital trade show in our industry since the inception of COVID-19.
It's happening online.
I got an email about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a few, maybe.
We're involved. So they have a whole day called Apparel Day. It's on the 27th. ROQ US is a sponsor of that event, and we do have a digital booth as well as a 12-minute segment in their live trade show. It's actually being produced by a company that produces TV shows. So they've got it set up in a TV show format. They've got a host, different vendors come on, talk about the products, what they've got going on. So come join us. And by joining us, you will get entered to win a prize.
Super awesome prize. We'll go into details later at the end. So,
you're going to leave him on a cliffhanger? I was just going to say it.
Well,
okay, I like that. No, we'll get into where you find us, how to get entered to win, and
tricks and treats.
Absolutely. Oh, that's good. Tricks
Build
and
the
treats.
suspense.
Right?
Like a good horror flick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I think I need to crack this open.
Oh, we're having beers on our show too for those people that aren't watching.
Listen to that. Oh my, isn't that satisfying?
With Halloween comes beverages
Mm-hmm.
in the adult world.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got the trade show coming up, Print United, register digital.printunited.com. It's a 2-week long event. So every day is focused on something different. It starts with Apparel Day, I believe. Does it start with Apparel Day?
I don't think so.
I think there's one day and then there's Apparel Day. There's a packaging day. There's a digital day. So each day has a different group of vendors showing their products, specific to whatever that day is. Should be a wealth of information.
Our day, I think, is Tuesday, the 27th?
Tuesday the 27th.
Yep.
So get registered for that if you're listening.
Oh, yeah, for all kinds of special events.
Absolutely. We still have our Fit campaign going.
Yeah, we do.
Mm-hmm.
It's fitting in.
It fits.
Mm-hmm.
That it does.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So check that out on our website, roq.us. It's on the homepage. Click there, get some info about the ROQ Fit. Check out our videos. It's been an awesome campaign. We've had a lot of interest, actually. So
yeah, people are digging the Fit.
I personally love the Fit.
Yeah, I mean, there's
awesome.
there's a lot of people I talk to who they don't know that there's a 4-color machine out there.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have their, as they're kind of shopping, trying to figure out what the best, solution is for them, they're like always surprised to hear that there's something that's available more than or less than 6 colors. And they're like, we hardly ever print even 4.
Right.
So, this is a really nice solution for us, and just fantastic price point. So people seem to be loving it.
I still want to see someone fit it into like their living room. I'm waiting for that day where it's like the extra bedroom gets the fit. I think it'll happen.
It will.
It has to happen.
It's a matter of time.
So if you're listening and you need to automate and you're excited about automating in the spare bedroom in your house.
I mean, I think it's the easiest way to break into automation.
Yeah.
Like in a super incredible way.
Absolutely. That didn't exist when I automated.
Something
I had to move my shop.
I couldn't agree more, Merrill.
Go on.
I'm waiting. I think that we have there's a lot of play on words, right? So you got the ink kitchen, and there's the shirt bakery, and all these different things. And I say just straight up, living room printers, and it's not even a play on words. It's literally just they got a machine next to their couch, and there's a flat screen, and you never have to leave.
I like that.
Awesome.
Speaking of baked goods, I have to break this out for the festivities here.
Is there a reason I'm wearing this Mardi Gras mask?
No. Well, I mean, that's your own prerogative. But Patricia sent us all a wonderful apple bread for us to enjoy during this event.
Oh, fantastic.
Very Washington.
Right? And check this out. She even handmade us honey cinnamon butter to go on it.
That's fantastic.
Right? So,
I'm excited.
while you guys
Thanks,
continue
Patricia.
talking,
Yeah,
we'll do that.
Amazing.
So, happy Halloween.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
So we have other big news. We moved.
Sure did.
We moved this month. We just opened a 17,000 square foot facility in Claremont, Florida, which is just outside of Orlando, about 25 minutes from Orlando Airport.
And it's Claremont.
Claremont.
Because it's not spelled Claremont.
It's kind of like Claremont.
Yeah.
Claremont. Yeah.
I didn't know if if that's like some sort of accent built in that I don't know about.
Yeah, you got to add the South to it.
Okay.
Claremont.
Yeah.
It's like I was born in Amarillo, Texas,
Amarillo.
but it's Amarillo and technically Amarillo.
See,
Right.
Yellow,
Right.
because when you go there, it's just a bunch of flat yellow nothing.
True.
Really good steak though.
But oh my God, I mean, Cadillac Ranch,
Oh, the best.
Palo Duro.
And you've been.
Palo Duro,
I love that.
The-
Palo Duro Canyon.
the coolest canyon, like the second biggest canyon in North America.
Biggest
Or,
outdoor theater
in
too.
America.
Biggest
No,
outdoor
US.
theater.
Really?
They do the Play Texas thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like you drive forever and it's nothing and nothing and nothing forever. And then all of a sudden it's like a mini Grand Canyon.
I
Wow.
did a horse-drawn wagon breakfast in the bottom of the canyon. So you ride down on these Jeeps and they've got the old, wagon from back in the day, and they cook in these huge cauldrons on
Wow.
open fire, and they do yodeling, which is kind of hurt my ears.
Please give
But
us a sample.
no, my dad participated. I was super embarrassed when we went out there because it was like, I want to say the first time my wife met my dad.
Oh,
And this is when we were
Yodel.
dating, and he takes us to this cowboy breakfast in the middle of a canyon with a bunch of people cooking things in giant cauldrons over open fire, and he starts yodeling.
Welcome to the family.
I guess that's how we do it in Texas.
Yeah.
Wow. I never knew that.
But yeah, back to Florida.
Right.
So yeah, we moved to Florida in Claremont. 17,000 square foot space. We consolidated all of our warehouses. So we had 4 warehouses originally, consolidated all that into one location, which is actually ran by us internally. Before we had some 3PL locations and some other stuff. So this allows us to really control our shipping, our customer experience. We also have a refurb facility there, so we're able to bring back, used equipment if it does come back, and actually refurbish it, get it ready to go, make sure everything's in good working order. So it's a really exciting time for ROQ US.
Okay.
Will there be we talked a little bit about having like a press set up there.
Yeah, there'll be a fit
Okay.
because it fits in the foyer
Of course.
perfectly.
Should have known.
So yeah, and we'll be doing some R&D there too. So we'll probably have some other stuff set up in the actual warehouse side over time, as new technology comes out, we're going to test it, bring, our partners in, take a look and see. So
we've got, Florida seems to be one of like the biggest states for ROQ. We've got a lot of printers. I'm always, speaking with folks down there who they want to take advantage of something exactly like this. You have somewhere I could go see the equipment, and we've got fantastic customers that we can pair them up with, but now we got our own digs, which will be nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, it's exciting times. And we were able to cycle count all of our inventory for the first time. So that was fun. We got it all dialed in.
Wow.
Yeah. And now someone gets to continue to do that. His name is Jason. He's running the facility out there. So thank you, Jason, for being awesome.
He's going to be good.
Oh, he's going to be great.
He's going to hate us.
Yeah. So as soon as we can really travel again and really have a party with more than, 10 people,
right?
We'll do a ceremonial ribbon cutting, most likely, and have a big barbecue, live music.
Some yodeling, perhaps.
Maybe.
Some yodeling, yeah. Better be a lime green ribbon.
Lime green ribbon, I like that.
Standard.
Are we going to cook on it? We'll cook on an open fire. We should get one of those trailers that's got the giant smoker built into it, and just totally
love this.
Make a lot of
this idea.
Good meats.
We can make some
ROQ US cookbook in the mix.
We're definitely doing that. We already established that on episode 7.
Oh yeah, my pizza printing thing.
Yeah. No, the ROQ US cookbook on a press.
Oh, because we talked about cooking like grilled cheeses and pizzas through ovens, and then I think I talked about my making a pizza on a press thing, where it could actually grate the cheese with the print head and everything.
Exactly.
We have to do this.
So now that we're talking about food, I need you to hold just 1 second while I open this, so I don't.
It's okay. Brian hitting his chair has already sounded like it.
That's actually my beer hitting the.
Oh, is that what it is? It's good. Sorry for the sound effects there, folks. It's just us having a good time on our Halloween episode.
It's like you're here.
A few more seconds, we're done. Okay, thanks. That's your.
So, other big news.
Man, you're just full of it today.
Right? Go on.
Yeah. We haven't had a chance to talk about all the cool stuff that's been going on.
He never talks to us at all.
We got product of the year on 2 products.
Twice.
That is pretty cool.
2 times. So our fold, pack, and label solution, product of the year. And our Lotus Evo Compact reclamation unit, product of the year.
Of the 2020 year.
And we got a digital trophy.
Yes,
we did. It's on our website.
And that's cool.
What's the trophy?
It's the diamond.
Yeah.
But digitally.
Like
so we don't get the physical diamond.
Yeah. It's like sort of awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome in one.
Oh, it's super.
I kind of want, are we going to get the cool cubic zirconium in the mail later? Or?
We might.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Jury's still out.
I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but it is an exciting time.
It is.
And, we just got done running a campaign on the folding machines. We've got a lot of them out there in the field right now, and we get a cool award with it.
I see some similarities between those 2 lines in the sense that are kind of unique for what they do in the both in the price point that they're in, but also just in the technology of them. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of other machines that kind of play in the mix on both where Lotus sits and where the fold and pack sits. So interesting.
Yeah. And it's both pre and then actually they're both post press.
They're both post.
Both post press.
Which is it's a brave new world.
Well, we've seen a big pickup in that this year.
Yeah.
A lot of pre-press automation, a lot of post-press automation. I think that through the pandemic, we've talked to a lot of our partners out there that, unfortunately, some of them had to let go of people, or they're trying to automate, their systems better to streamline what they're doing, less people, still keeping volume, et cetera. And it's kind of, shifted our market along with digital, right? I mean, digital's taken off huge. I know that some other digital manufacturers out there that I've talked to, I mean, their backlogs right now are months and months and months long, just for people to get machines. Yeah.
Wow. It's just more automation in general. It's the inevitable march there. It's got its pros and cons and everything, but that's the way the industry is moving. And for businesses, it makes sense.
And web to print.
Yeah.
That is the space.
That's really exciting.
Well, yeah. Have you bought a t-shirt online yet since COVID?
Oh, I mean, I'm sure I have.
I've bought like 8.
Really?
Well, yeah, I keep getting in. There's a lot of companies out there right now that are giving away vehicles if you order a shirt. So I get all these that pop up into my feed all the time. And I think about a month ago, site 8080 was giving away a McLaren 720S. It was used, but it was beautiful. I think
it's not used.
I was going to say, are you able to drive things that aren't monster trucks? I didn't know that was
monster trucks and sports cars.
Okay, got it.
I don't do anything in between.
Right.
And then here's your sign.
I swore up and down I was going to win this car. So, and their merch is actually really cool. So I got some really nice shorts and a couple of screen printed tees. And it's funny because being in this industry for so long, it's like the last thing I ever think about buying, right?
Right.
And people are getting really creative with their companies on these giveaways, and the giveaway is legit. And the person that won the McLaren is across the river from us in Oregon.
What?
And I was so close because they were close in proximity, even though that logic is completely ridiculous. But
hey, it's 2020. We don't do logic.
Yeah. And we have, we actually even have some rockers out there that are giving away, I believe, a vehicle right now.
I can use a vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really need one, but I kind of just get one.
Get on those Facebook feeds and start buying some merch.
Well, I do have to confess, I was victim to a recent Facebook ad. Sherry's Pie. Oh, they got me. Hardcore got me last weekend. Like, it's so bad. I ordered pie exclusively just to be delivered.
Nice.
I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it, but no regrets either.
I mean, what's to feel bad about?
Well, I don't know. I just because I'm trying to be good, and eat
but
well.
they've made it so easy to be bad.
See,
you can get Baskin Robbins delivered.
He's my shoulder demon.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, well, you got a good point there.
You can get hot toddies delivered.
Go on, Ross. How does that work?
Well, when you're on a podcast, or not a podcast, we were on a Zoom industry meeting, and your colleague and friend, Mr. Merrill Caps, is in his kitchen talking about how amazing his hot toddies are. And you see him make one. You're like, hey, Merrill, could you bring one to my house? And your friend, of course, says, absolutely not. And you're like, well, I'll send an Uber. It'll be there in 10 minutes. Please hand the driver the cocktail, and the driver will bring it to my door. And your friend Merrill says, you've got to be kidding me. And I said, no, here's the app, pulled it up to the camera, and the Uber driver, of course, was on his way. It's a delicious hot toddy, though.
Thank you. Thank you. It was quite shocking when the guy actually was outside my door, like within 2 minutes of you saying that. It was like the fastest Uber ever. And I'm now, being witnessed by about 100 people watching me make a hot toddy in my kitchen. But I'm glad it made you feel good, because it did.
It did.
Right?
It was
Next
amazing.
day, you were like back in the game.
Yeah. Lots of cayenne pepper in that hot toddy.
Don't give away all my trade secrets.
Oh. Well, I think we'll take a quick commercial break here.
Well, before that,
are we going to dive into?
Oh man!
Hold on.
Oh wow, this is.
Wait, I gotta butter my bread. You did it without me. You didn't even cheers. See, what is?
Oh, it's delicious.
Thank you.
The butter makes
Patricia,
it
right? Oh my God! And her mom made the bread.
Thank you, Patricia, and Patricia's mom.
Sheila B.
And very sorry, Cristen, that you're not here.
I'm saving you some for tomorrow.
Jason can't talk. It's crazy.
I know, it's the thing.
It is a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, that is good.
Right?
Yeah.
It just hits all the
It's like a Cinnabon, but like apple.
Right.
Wow.
So we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Being a sugar coma. That sound. Introducing the ROQ Fold, Pack, and Label Solution Suite. 2020's Product of the Year from Printing United Alliance. ROQ US. Press start to finish.
So I want to welcome everybody back to Rock Shop Talk, your one-stop rock shop where we talk all things screen printing. I finally didn't screw up my tongue twister.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, look.
Today, we are discussing tales from the press, scary, fun screen printing stories, and mostly rock US news. We're also drinking some beers and eating homemade apple bread.
With honey cinnamon butter.
With honey cinnamon butter provided by
Patricia and Sheila B.
Yes, Patricia and Sheila B. Big shout out there.
Yes, indeed.
And we have a special guest.
Just appeared. Perfect timing, sir. That's incredible. JD from Print Renegades. Can we hear him?
I think he is muted.
Let me fix that. Stand by.
There you go. You guys good?
Can you hear us, JD?
I can hear you.
He can hear us.
He can hear us.
Hear him.
This is creepy. We can't hear him.
Did you mute him?
Nope. Show's unmuted here.
Yeah.
I'm not on.
There he is.
There we go.
Am I good? Sweet.
Perfect.
Sorry, honestly, it's my first time ever using Zoom.
Oh, wow. You always remember you first.
Yeah.
Apparently, I forgot it was Mardi Gras. Sorry, I didn't remember my face mask.
It's all good, man.
No, these are COVID masks.
We're having a party here.
I have glasses, and I wear my glasses. Is that cool?
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Nice. Perfect.
So first time using Zoom during COVID, I commend you, sir.
Yeah. Nice.
Thank you.
Seriously, wish I could say the same.
Yeah. I mean, we really got out unscathed because we, obviously nobody knew what to do during such a crazy, time. And we just kind of I wanted to obviously be safe. And I told all of my guys, you guys can choose if you want to work or not work. And a lot of them didn't want to. And a few of us did, because we kind of were like, yeah, we don't really care. We'll keep the doors closed. We can do everything online, and we kept working. There was 3 or 4 of us that stayed here through the thick of it. And, we just kept on working, and, so it really wasn't and then, as things started, May and June started to hit, we started to get way more busy because a lot of the shops around us weren't operating still. And I think we just got an influx of that business, and,
Awesome.
so we've kind of been able to get through it, a lot less than I think I'm a lot of other people, but
yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Wow.
I don't think we do a lot of business with Zoom. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, I think you might want to look into it, because your shop is the most photogenic shop I've ever been in.
That's a nice
Thank
look
you.
from up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that an impasto style painting with the squeegee and the monster? Is that all actually like 3-dimensional kind of impasto?
I don't think so. It just kind of goes over the doorway, like the
That's
brains
so
or
cool.
whateve,
Nice.
That's super awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Totally
I mean,
on point for Halloween too.
Yeah.
That's
is it?
It's an imposter.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I think we're lucky that we work with a lot of artists. So, anytime I have an opportunity to trade, artist wants some prints done or wants some, something done, we're able to hey, we'll, print them for free or something if you come do a mural. And
Wow.
just because to me, a white wall is way more boring than something, anything.
Yeah, true
So
that.
I think it's kind of just piled up. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, we really appreciate you coming in today.
Of course.
We thought we would ask you for your Halloween tale or whatever else you want to tell us about Halloween related stories or scary stories or fun designs or whatever it is. So please tell us.
Yeah, I mean,
regale it.
I guess I don't really know the difference between Halloween jobs and non-Halloween jobs, other than the designs themselves. Is there
No, that works for me.
supposed to be? I guess I just don't know. In general, is there usually a difference in, maybe you use more orange ink or something? But
I couldn't imagine. I think it's probably a pretty popular time for glow in the dark.
Yeah.
I'm not super tuned into the glow in the dark ink game, but I would imagine October is a pretty good month for them.
Yeah.
got it.
I shared before you joined in. I shared my T-shirt of my zombie He-Man.
Okay.
So any
Awesome.
kind of fun,
That's great.
holiday related things like that.
I guess I don't have like a story about specifically about like a design that we did specifically about Halloween necessarily, but I do remember, like, I think it was last year during Halloween time, of a job that we took on that was like for an event that was happening on, Halloween night, and we was like obviously rushed, as most of them are.
Right.
Wait, a rush screen printing job?
Yeah. I know.
No way.
I know. Believe it or not. And it was there seemed to be, how some jobs just really work out well, and other jobs just seem that like the world is against you. And it seemed to be one of those jobs, and it was like for kind of a big company that does like puts on festivals and things like that. So we wanted to impress them, and it was I think it was like a 8-color job. And yeah, I mean that's we only have an 812, so that's like pushing it for us.
Oh, you're maxing out wet on wet and
exactly.
trying to figure out what order, what pressure.
Yeah, not only that, but you don't have the ability to like flash, as much as you want to, because you only have 2 stations for that, on our press. So you have to do wet on wet for 2 to 3, So it's just kind of one of those things where we're testing. Making, not like higher mesh counts than we usually work with, so the ink's not too heavy and all of that. But like, it was like we were all staying after hours to finish it, and our press operator was like letting the pallets get hot, so he was like counting, helping us count the garments, and he had like a pellon on one of the stations, and it like spun to the and as it spun, I actually hopefully I can find the video, because I like recorded it from the security cameras, but like like the pellon, like as it spun, kind of lifted a little bit, and like as it went under the flash, like it was like touching the flash, and it caught on fire. Nice. So here we are, like have a flaming pellon, and it starts to spin, and no one's seeing what's going on, and it's like spinning and like lighting the screens on fire, like every single station that it turns, it's like lighting the screens, and they're popping and bubbling, and the ink's falling, and like for some reason maybe the music's too loud or what, but like we didn't catch it until it literally burned, I think like 6 of the screens on the station, and it was like pretty bizarre, because like it was like we were all like, everyone was freaking out, and we had like fire extinguishers, and it was all safe, and like but
it sounds like
kind of a big setback when you're like, okay, it's 6:00 and we were about to start printing, but now we've got to start over.
Oh, this was before you even started, so you guys got everything registered.
Everything was set up. Exactly. That was like the worst part, was because like it was like we were literally just about to start running them, and God. Anyway, but yeah, it was pretty funny though. The video is hilarious, because like one of our guys in DTG was like, as the screams were burning, he's like walking right past the press, and he's like totally not paying attention to like what's going on. They're like, dude, can you see? It was pretty funny. But that was just something that I remember about Halloween time, because it was like just Halloween was in the air when we were running that job. So
sounds like a nightmare.
That's like
just Halloweenish.
Hellraiser.
Yeah. But when you like get through stuff like that, and you deliver the job and everything's good, it's just like good stories that you have, So,
right. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Totally.
Do you have any fun plans for this Halloween?
Actually, no, because I don't think there's much going on. I mean, LA is kind of, much more on like the lockdown side of things, in regards to what's happening. So everyone's, I mean, besides like, friends, but there's not like any events happening. They're not doing any of like the street festivals that they usually do. So
yeah,
it is what it is. Yeah.
I did Halloween in West Hollywood one year, and that was like the funnest Halloween I've ever had.
Yeah. Like cool. 100,000 people they usually have.
Oh yeah, like, it was insane.
In the craziest costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have like groups of like 10 or 20 people that are like form one costume together, and they're just like
we were a 4-person costume.
Nice.
Man.
Yeah. Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Of what?
Well, my wife might kill me for saying this, but I was a pimp gorilla, so a full gorilla outfit, but I had on a full 5-button long coat, pinstripe suit, and alligator skin shoes. And I had 3 ladies with me dressed as risque bananas.
Oh.
And so they had the banana costumes that had tassels on them and G-strings and the whole 9. Wow. And that was...
I endorse this.
It was fun. We had people take pictures with us. Like quite a few people take pictures with us.
Could see it.
Yeah.
In West Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to go one time. I got all the way there, and I ended up getting stuck in traffic in West Hollywood without being able to move or park for 3 hours, and then it was done.
My God.
Yeah, I think we showed up the day before and got a hotel room. And just, yeah.
Wow. Well, JD, we definitely need to see this video. If you
I know, right?
It's totally cool. If you want to send it. Oh, you might have it.
I think I got it. Let me see if you can see. So here you go. So the pylon that like spins is like right here, you can see. And so there it's on fire.
No.
Oh, wow.
And like, here's our guy walking past. I don't notice anything.
Oh, there's the flames.
Yeah. So it starts to like spread to like all the screens as it's like, because it's, it's flaming.
Oh,
and nobody notices it.
What could go wrong?
And then here he goes. He's about to notice. So you can see how like the reason why it was 6 or 8 screens because like
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty epic.
That's awesome.
And I think we had our press like maybe like 3 months. Like we had only had it like 3 months since then. So.
Well, hey, get all the kinks out first.
Yeah, exactly. Luckily, there was no like real permanent damage with it, but yeah, for sure. So it was.
We'll have to get a copy of that video to like overlay while you're talking right here and do some cool edit. That'd be awesome.
I can definitely send it to you for sure.
Awesome.
Tales from the screen printing,
from the press.
I know.
Oh, I like that. Tales from the press.
Just such a random things that have to happen to make something like that occur.
Right.
Like things have to happen so perfectly. Just because it's a freak occurrence. But
right.
Yeah.
Well, I know your press for time, no pun intended this time.
Yeah. No worries.
We so appreciate you coming in and sharing that epic.
For sure. Sorry, I couldn't be on longer, but
no, this is great.
We're definitely down to do it more often for sure.
Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, be safe, no fires this season, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks again. Appreciate it.
Thanks, JD. Have a good one.
All right,
Rock on.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, so we're back and now shifting to a much scarier topic, taxes.
What? Taxes?
Or is it? Because this is like the good version.
I don't know if it's scary. I think it's the good version.
This topic is.
It's the tax credit version.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Section 179, it's that time of year, everyone, where you can invest back into your business and receive tax credits for doing so, up to like $1 million+ in tax credits for 2020. They said $1,040,000 somewhere in there.
1 million.
$1 million. Yeah. So you talk about Section 179 a lot, Brian, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. I mean, it's nice. And we've had, there was a year, I want to say it was 2 years ago, 2018, where I had people just calling me in December saying, hey, like I need to buy this press right now. And I was like, well, okay, hold on. Let's make sure that we're getting you the right thing. And we have a whole process for install. And he's like, no, I don't think you understand me. I'm buying your product right now. And there was like multiple calls like this where it was just, people have had really good years. They're looking for ways to, not just grow in the near future, but lower their, tax liability. Maybe they had a fantastic year. They made a lot and they're going to owe a lot unless they figure out how to, get some more write-offs going. And so for a business that is, successful and growing and has made a lot in that calendar year, it's a really nice opportunity to plan for the future, to get something in there and have the full write off for that amount of equipment as long as it's installed by the end of the year. Right. So it's a fantastic opportunity, and a lot of businesses, are waiting for this time of year to really take advantage of that, understand, how the year has gone, and make plans for the future.
Absolutely. We're actually looking at doing a whole episode of ROQ Shop Talk on taxes, Section 179, how to set up your business structure for tax liability. So the whole idea of, sole prop versus LLC versus S Corp. And we're actually getting a CPA firm to come in and do that episode with us. So we're getting like good education for all of our partners out there and learning more about all these different benefits, right. Which there's a lot. People don't think about taxes until it's time to pay them.
Right.
And then you're just like, damn.
Right.
Yeah. I wish I would have thought about taxes.
Yeah.
So,
well, and even then it's like, you're leaning on the professionals, you're leaning on your accountant and your CPA, and it's like, okay, now I'm thinking about this, and let's solve this riddle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So cool.
So just for anybody who doesn't know what exactly all of that breaks down is, I copied this down. Just let me say this for the record. It basically allows your businesses to write off the entire purchase of the price of a qualifying equipment for the current tax year. Limits to the total amount written off. Currently, what's $1,040,000 for 2020, and limits to the total amount of the equipment purchased. The deduction begins to phase out on a dollar-for-dollar basis and is spent on a given business.
It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And people can learn more about this simply just Google Section 179, go to the government website.
We'll be making some
everything's there.
Assets for that as well, help people understand it as well.
Have some links.
Yeah.
For sure. Check it out.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Make sure to get your tax credit.
Right.
Especially if you need it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tax credits are a great invention.
Absolutely.
And JD's awesome.
That was great.
That whole shop is fantastic.
Yep. I was there a few years back. Really cool spot.
Yeah.
Near downtown LA.
Uh-huh.
And just a great group of guys, and super just like art.
Right.
Forward.
It's very art forward.
Yeah.
I mean, probably the coolest decorated space I've ever been into. And I mean, it's fine art. It's not even like, I've been to shops that tag and have different kind of stuff, but every piece on his walls are all different. They're all done by a different artist, and it's a really cool place.
Authentically wonderful people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So shout out to Print Renegades. Thanks again for joining us and for listening, and perhaps a quick break.
Yeah, let's take another commercial break. We'll be right back.
The ROQ Shop Talk podcast is your home for all things digital and screen printing. Co-hosts Ross Hunter and Merrill Capps interview industry professionals and newcomers alike to bring you the best and most helpful unfiltered insight and stories to kick your business into hyperdrive. To subscribe and even request to be on the show, please visit roq.us/ROQ Shop Talk. That's roq.us/ROQ Shop Talk.
All right, so I want to welcome everybody back to ROQ Shop Talk, your one-stop rock shop where we talk all things screen printing. Today's episode, we are discussing Tales from the Press, which we had an awesome surprise visit by JD, whose press lit on fire, which that was a scary time.
Frightening.
Yeah.
We're also just talking ROQ US news and updates. I'm ROQ US President Ross Hunter. Alongside me here, our creative producer, Mr. Merrill Capps. Our design aficionado, the amazing Cristen Sousa, i.e. Jason.
Dude.
And
Jason with the voguing.
Yeah.
And our channel manager, Mr. Brian Richards. Welcome back, everyone.
Well, thank you, Ross.
How was the game?
The game was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
that seventh season.
I heard the Dodgers kind of came back.
Well,
I heard the Dodgers are going to give the Giants a run for their money.
We don't need to talk about it's 2020 anyway. It's an asterisk year.
Do you have one of the cutout people of yourself in the stands in Giant Stadium?
I don't. I didn't know how I felt about that initially. I'd almost rather, not have the cutouts. I'm in the no cutout club, I think, but some people like it. There are a lot of people got their own cutout.
I think it's creepy cool.
It's kind of I'll agree with the first part of that.
There's like a slight cool factor. Creepy mostly. We'll say like 90% creepy, 10% like, I guess since people can't be there, like that's neat.
Yeah.
Neat.
We'll go with neat.
Yeah, neat. Yeah. Okay. Maybe not cool.
Or in the South, they say
cool's a little far.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a cool thing happening tomorrow.
Super cool.
We're gonna rock the vote.
Rock the vote.
We are gonna rock the vote.
This is not a political stance conversation that we're about to have at all, but it's just about
supporting democracy,
voting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been involved with votewithlove.org, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's all about kind of really just it's nonpartisan way to vote. It's, looking at an issue and voting with love.
Yeah, I think kind of the crux behind the mission there is to really just spur people to like realize how much power that they have, collectively. We have in the US, we have one of the lowest like rates of participation in elections. Like it's usually like around 50%. Or, maybe 60% is like like a lot of people came out this year. But there's a lot of countries in Europe, that are consistently 75, 80%, they're very much more engaged. And I think the more engaged that you are with your government and with voicing your opinion on kind of how you think things should go, I think you see that being reflected in what's actually happening. And if we continue to, not take advantage of the fact that we have, this right to vote and to let our voice be heard, someone's going to fill in for you. You know what I mean? And normally it's, someone with a lot of dollars or someone with a lot of influence, so it really is an opportunity for, every American, every person to just kind of, step up to the plate and do their part to, let their voice be heard.
That's good. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he's been training.
Right.
Spring training?
Yeah.
It's almost
not well enough.
So we're doing this as a group.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
We opened it up to the whole team here at ROQ US. We picked a place. We will be outside, social distancing,
physically distant.
And I don't know what kind of conversations are going to happen. I mean, I don't think maybe any, but I think the point is we've picked a place. We're all getting together. We're bringing our ballots. I've got my cool little booklet that Washington State provided me, so I can read on issues, bring our computers, maybe get into some heated debates. I think I'm going to wait to have a drink until after I'm done with my ballot and then have those conversations.
There's nothing more American than, getting together and discussing, these types of issues over beers or your, beverage of choice. I think, if the founders back in Boston and Philly, back in the day didn't get together over, whatever the heck they were drinking back then and
mutton,
they might have been eating mutton. I don't know if maybe they were drinking. Maybe they were drinking.
I don't know. I was trying to do an old timey reference. Apparently, I'm not good at those.
Could have gone my whole life without hearing that word.
Yeah. But it is.
That one away.
Baseball is an American pastime, just like discourse and beverages are.
Yeah.
So we're tying it all together.
Right. Quick side note as far as drinking with the founders and that generation. So
then eating mutton.
Swear to God, one more time. So
eel pies.
What is he?
Hey, that's a thing. It's like a chicken pot pie.
I'm sorry, it is the Halloween episode, but there's this really great pub called forgive me, everyone in Boston.
This is a great story.
Beantown Beanery, Beantown Pub, one of those. Anyway, it's right outside Boston Commons, right across the street from the cemetery where many of these people are buried, like John Hancock and Sam Adams. And they have Sam Adams Brewery brews a special brew just for this place. And it's by far the best Sam Adams I've ever had. And they say that it's the only place in the world where you can have a cold Sam Adams while looking at a cold Sam Adams.
I've heard this.
Oh.
Yeah.
I highly recommend the experience. It's very feels right. It's like that sound. It's very satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, next time we're out in Boston.
Oh,
we're just there.
I'll be there. I'll be there in December.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, so let me know how it is.
And it will be cold.
Perfect.
It'll be very cold.
It's a different kind of cold. My girlfriend is from Boston, and I've been back there with her, and she showed me around the Commons and all the Boston, gave me the whole tour, historic tour downtown, which was great. But it's a different kind of cold that we're not used to on the West Coast.
No, it's just the humidity.
I don't know, and I've got a nice, North Face jacket, and we're in and out of the car or the hotel, and it's like, how did these people do it back then, man? They didn't have great, there was no HVAC.
No.
I went to New Hampshire last winter, and I just remember leaving the hotel because I didn't want to get an Uber. I was like downtown. I was like, I'm going to go walk and find a place to eat. So I asked, the hotel staff, hey, where are some good seafood places? And, he points in a couple directions, and I'm like the most directionally challenged human being on the face of the planet, right? So I walk outside. I had a coat on, no gloves. And I mean, it just slaps you in the face. And I mean, it was like instant, like frozen. And of course I get lost, like going a block, because that's how directionally challenged I am. And finally I found this place. I think it took me like 15, 20 minutes to heat up. A nice scotch help with that.
That's the secret.
Absolutely. So, before we end, you made everyone wait for this Print United news. So now because you created the cliffhanger, you get to talk.
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah.
That's sneaky.
Well, he's had the whole episode now to figure out what he's gonna present as the.
I appreciate.
What is this great trip?
I really appreciate the faith.
I said trip. What's the great prize? I'm sorry.
Spoiler alert.
Sneak peek.
Sweet. I swear. Okay, here's the deal. So we have this trade show coming up with Printing United Alliance, digital experience. Mm-hmm. It's a huge online event happening online, on the line, all the time next week. So from, I think the 26th is when it starts. Mm-hmm. Our day, Apparel Day, 27th of October, Tuesday. Remember that. So here's the deal. If you go to their site, which is actually, if you go to our site at roq.us/pages/printing -united, printing -united.
Or just go to the homepage, which I think will change, and we'll have a link straight over to our.
I'd rather type in everything you just said.
Yeah,
I think it's a mouthful.
I'll figure it out.
No, it's several. I tripped like 5 times. So anyway, if you go to that and you sign in, you register for free. If you register and attend on Tuesday, which is our day, go to our digital booth for Apparel Day. Click on one of these fancy pink or magenta color plus signs that they have on our digital booth. It actually does match my mask today.
Yeah, it did.
So you click on one of those, you'll be registered to win a very cool prize. So all expense paid, 3 night stay, 2 days of one-on-one education with none other than Danny Groninger from Denver Print House. You can do this from the time you win. You have an entire year to decide when you're going to take this opportunity to go. And so you can decide whenever is personally safe for you and work it out with Danny and his schedule as well. But I think it's a super awesome.
Now, is it a trip to Denver?
Absolutely.
Okay. I was imagining like separate thing. Danny flies and meets you, maybe a cabana.
Fair question.
No?
Yeah,
okay.
no. This is
trip to Denver.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be there, cabana boy.
I had a Baja scenery in my mind. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, trip to Denver.
Denver's nice though.
3 nights, 2 days with Danny, which we just had. We just had one of our other partners go out there and do. I think they did 3 or 4 days with Danny, and it was amazing, amazing experience for them. Just learning all sorts of different special effects printing, how to set up an 8-color job in 5 minutes. I mean, Danny's like the master of like quick setups.
Yep.
And get to see a shop that literally has a full suite of ROQ equipment. They've got an Oval, they've got a Next, they've got an Eco, they've got a U, they have a Lotus Holland, they have a folding line. I mean, it's kind of a very cool place to go. Because they've streamlined their operations through all that automation. So it's like you're getting to see everything do what it's intended to do at the speeds it's intended to go, the setup times it's supposed to be.
Danny really nails the efficiency of all this equipment,
Absolutely.
like down to the second.
It's basically screen print Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
I like it.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're welcome.
It made me miss Disneyland.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you can go right now.
I know I can't go. It's closed.
You shouldn't go.
My son keeps seeing the commercials for Disney World and he gets really confused because Disney World's open. So he's like,
which makes perfect sense.
He's like, Dad, can we go? And I'm like, no. And he's like, well, why? It's on the TV. And I'm like, yeah, it's still COVID, bud. And he's like, but it's there.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it is.
Yep. Different states. Yeah,
I gotta love and they just totally drive the nail in with the kids. It's like the grocery store aisle, I never really understood why the candy is down low and right when you check out while you're waiting. No, I knew why.
Yeah, that's how they got me with the pie.
I just never wanted to. Oh, they did. That was
Dude, now I know I need another order.
Let's get it going.
Now I know how to coerce you into getting us treats.
It's really true.
Just I make some Facebook ads and send them to you.
I'm helpless when it comes to pie.
Yeah, what's craft services today, by the way?
Apple.
I got the dessert.
Bread.
What's the main course?
Coors Light.
Thank you, Brian.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you, Brian. See, San Francisco right there.
Well, this has been a fun episode. Just something different.
Odd, weird, kind of fun.
Yeah, Halloweeny.
Yeah. Halloweening. Hashtag Halloweening.
So all listeners out there, I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to thank JD at Print Renegades again.
Yes.
As well as tell everyone to have a very safe and fun Halloween, as well as get out there and rock the boat.
Yes.
Come see us at Print United. And we'll continue to update you on our stuff. Yeah.
We'll do the tour next year if it
Are you laughing?
No, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Stuff.
What?
It's a good word.
and stuff.
Yep.
Keep following us on
the social media.
Facetube and Instaletter, and those things are on the line. You might have to cut this out.
No,
absolutely. It stays. Okay.
Do it live.
Yeah. So check us out online.
Jason says no.
Jason says, okay, fair enough.
The arbiter of podcasts.
Right. Jason, do you have anything to say or sign? Perfect.
No.
All right, there we go. So I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Have, as always, an awesome day, a great week, a rockin' year, and stay tuned for our next episode. And in Merrill's words, press onward.
Big shout out of thanks to JD Nielsen of Print Renegades for joining us today. As always, thank you for spending time with us this week. Tune in at your convenience wherever you listen to your podcast by searching ROQ Shop Talk. That's ROQ Shop Talk. On our next show, we'll feature the topic of shipping logistics. If you'd like to request to be on the show, please visit roq.us/ROQ Shop Talk. If you found today's episode helpful, the greatest accolade we could ever ask for is for you to recommend it to a friend who you think may find it helpful as well. Please like, share, and subscribe on social media. Until next time, rockers, happy Halloween and press onward.